Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I'm Jamie Buchanan. We have a couple of top headlines to bring you right now before we turn things over to weather, because it is a 14 first alert weather day. Something developing that we are following today. A downtown business was the victim of vandalism overnight, and it was all caught on camera. Take a look here at this video. Cindy Bell Hines shared this surveillance video with 14 News. It shows a man clearly upset about something, ripping up some landscaping and knocking over a large flower pot. The dirt and plants were strewn all over the streets there. Hines says this was outside of her business, which is at MLK and Sycamore near the bus terminal. She says a police report has been made and officers know who this man is. Hines says he did more damage outside of other businesses as well. She says people with downtown Evansville are working with police and helping clean up that mess. Now, police are also working with its crisis intervention team to help this man. Our 14 News reporter Madeline Haynes spoke with Hines about what happened here. She's going to have reports tonight on 14 News about what that woman said to her about that experience. Something else we've been following as well, very much continuing coverage on Oakland City University, because today marks 63 days since employees missed their first paycheck. Now, we have been reaching out continuously to OCU President Dr. Ron Dempsey. He brought us an update today. He sent an email to staff members this morning saying they have gathered the funds to make the May 8th payroll. He says that these funds are from OCU sources and not their donors, funders, or investors. He also says they are working with ADP so the funds can be deposited directly into the staff members' accounts the first of next week. Now, on Monday, he says he should have a more specific date for the direct deposit, so we'll keep you updated there. Back in May, OCU officials announced undergrad programs were suspended and more than 100 employees were laid off. Well, they said that graduate programs would still be happening. As employees continue to go without pay, we asked Dr. Dempsey if any classes are actually happening this summer, and he told us today that the second summer term was in progress and that will end on July 25th. Now, of course, we asked Dr. Dempsey if he would like to sit down and talk with us in person. Dr. Dempsey has not responded to our multiple interview requests. That's something our Emma Beck has been following, so she'll have more tonight on 14 News. Happening today in Gibson County, a chance to help Blythe Chapel rebuild. Now, you may remember it was destroyed by a tornado last month. A fundraiser is set for today at Fort Branch First United Methodist. That's located on West Vine Street. It's happening from 4:30 to 7. There will be a spaghetti dinner to help raise money. All you have to do is show up, eat, and make a donation. This historic church stood for nearly a century. Church members say the max payout from their insurance won't cover the cost to rebuild. So this money from this dinner tonight will hopefully help them get back on their feet. All right, of course, we've got a lot more happening today, so we'll have those stories for you tonight on 14 News. But it is an alert day, so don't go anywhere. I will turn you over to Jeff Lyons with your latest forecast right after this break.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite.
And welcome back. I'm Jeff Lyons. We have, of course, alert days, as Jamie mentioned, tonight and tomorrow. That is mainly for flooding. We picked up a lot of rain, but in a very specific area yesterday. And our thinking here is that most favorable zone for heavy rainfall will actually shift a little bit to the east to include more of the tri-state later tonight and tomorrow. Also, we have a level 2 of 5 risk just out here in western White and Gallatin counties. Everybody else else at the marginal or low-level risk for severe weather. However, that ramps up again tomorrow or area-wide. We could see some thunderstorms again with damaging winds, as we've seen, we saw yesterday and will likely see tonight in spots. By Sunday, things start to wind down with our active pattern as the rain moves out. Our flood watch continues, though, until Saturday night for the entire tri-state. Here's a look at the radar. You know, we're clear. In fact, the sun's out here at the station right now, and that's only going to rile the atmosphere up again. It'll heat the ground and cause some of those storms to begin to fire again this afternoon and tonight. We have all the action now out to the north of Kansas City, but that's kind of indicative of what could come our way later. As we get that cold front a little closer, we're expecting showers and storms to line up and drift across the tri-state slowly, bringing us that chance for heavy rainfall. By 8 o'clock, we should have some action over southern Illinois, moving across the metro area there sometime tonight. And then overnight, continuing showers and storms off and on. Saturday noon, and again, I've said this yesterday, don't cancel your weekend plans. Just be prepared. You know, you could get a shower or storm in your location for a little bit, but it's not going to rain all day. But when we do get the storms, some of them could be stronger with locally heavy rainfall. We're showing that mainly along and north of I-64 tomorrow evening, and then by Sunday we slowly start to clear things out. Where we do get the rain, especially if it repeats, we could see another inch or two of rainfall, and that will have a big impact, of course, locally. It's not going to be everybody gets 4 inches of rain. It'll be the guy down the street does and you get nothing. One of those, right? Very difficult to forecast exactly where and when. With the sun out there now, wouldn't surprise me to see some cumulus beginning to billow up again this afternoon. And of course, our temperature right now is at 80. We had forecast, I believe, 84 or 5 for today. We will probably hit that given a couple of hours of sun. Around the area, we have temperatures near 80, a little bit warmer as that sun has started to peel, or clouds have started to peel away. For tomorrow, we still anticipate occasional or scattered thunderstorms during the day, and you see kind of a pipeline developing here from up around Kansas City, kind of diagonally, northwest to southeast, that could put us in the bullseye again for some of that heavier rainfall overnight. And this is a regional view, so you can kind of get the context. Last night we had a lot of severe weather and heavy rainfall down around the lakes and the Purchase region near western Kentucky. And oftentimes the storms will then follow kind of the same path unless there's an overall change in the pattern. So that looks like what's going to happen here. So we'll kind of be on the northern edge of the rainfall with a better severe threat down to the south. And then for Saturday, these will be driven mainly by the heat of the day. So in the afternoon, early evening, more thunderstorms firing up before we finally wind down on Sunday and begin to get some sunshine in here too. Our temperatures are set to move back up into the 90s toward the middle of next week. We might have some lingering showers and storms even into Monday. That's a new development here in the models. You'll see that coming up on Monday, and then by Tuesday, Wednesday, we start to dry things out. The GFS is just going bananas over rainfall, but I think we will dry. For tonight, down to 70 degrees with showers and storms likely, and then 84 tomorrow with a few scattered thunderstorms. The next 7 days, we're finally getting rid of our alert days. Saturday will be the last one, then we go all the way through next week with more normal conditions for July, that being hot, humid, with isolated pop-up showers and storms. Our next streaming show will be at 9 o'clock. It'll be me here tonight, and of course I'll see you today on 14 News at 4, 5, and 6. So stay safe. Have a great weekend.
Streaming devices,